What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the brand new ban list that we got in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I'm going to be honest, I was literally not expecting this ban list. And I know I say that in like every one of my videos. Every time there's a new updates video, every time there's a new ban list video, I'm never like ready for it. And this is another time where I'm not ready for it. And it's another time where Konami just drops this out of nowhere. I'm literally working on my class finals because I got some stuff to wrap up. But priorities, my guys. We gotta check out this ban list. I gotta drop everything I'm doing, and we're gonna talk about this ban list. Personally, for me, I didn't think that the game needs a ban list, but this is gonna be my first time reacting to everything in this ban list, so I'll give my thoughts and feedbacks on it. But I'm gonna be honest, I like how the format was. I don't think this format was like really like annoying to deal with, you know. So we're gonna be seeing what's popping with this ban list. Let's go check it out. If you guys are excited for today's ban list video and you haven't already, be sure to go hit that like button down below. But of course, you can wait to like the video till you watch the full thing. But as you guys can see, attention duelists, the forbidden and limited list and rebalancing skills is planned to occur on January 15th. That is in 6 days. Okay, and then the changes to skill will be applied to both PvE, PvE, and PvP when updating to 3.3, which will become available between 15 or 17. So looks like, okay. So the skill rebalancing, okay, the skill rebalancing is going to be happening on the 15th, not the list. The skill rebalancing is going to happen on the 15th, and then the 24th is going to be the new forbidden and limited list changes. Okay, so that's going to be interesting for sure. Let's go check out the new skill rebalancing. Like I said, personally for me, I don't think anything needs to be changed, but I'm going to be doing my first reaction to all of this, of course. So looks like we're going to, so average in 3.0, whoa. Whoa, there is a lot of cards, a lot of stuff to be changed. Whoa, okay. So, some of the stuff that's going to be changed is that Zombie Draw, Bring It, Kaiba Court, Flight of Harpies, Buzz On, Check My Ride, Gravekeeper's Lock, a Cosmic Alignment, Dino's Final Way, Sorcery Condole, and Cyber Dark Style. These are skills that I don't even, like, recognize all of them. Like, I haven't heard of half of these. We're strengthening a certain skill in order to make them easier to use. Okay, that's actually cool, though, because, yeah, a lot of these skills I've never heard of before, so the fact that they're, like, boosting up skills is actually really nice. That's cool. We also have Harpy's Last Will. This skill will be strengthened to give Harpy decks more strategic options. Miracle Fusion Time. This skill will be strengthened to give Elemental Hero decks more strategic options. The only reason why I never played Miracle Time was because the requirement for it was way too annoying. You had to get below 1,000 life points in order to use it. Like, that was just such a waste for that right there. But that's cool. That's going to get buffed. So apparently with Zombie Draw, can be used each time your life points decrease by 1,000 during your draw phase. Instead of conducting your normal draw, randomly draw a zombie type monster. I think this card, I mean, I can like try to search it up because I'm guessing it's bones, but I believe the skill is probably like 1,500 before you can use it. Let's go check that out. I'm gonna guess it's bones. I should probably not do this though because it's gonna take up too much time in this video. But yeah, zombie draw. Oh, 1,800. Okay, so it was like 1,800 before, so that's interesting to figure out. So it looks like it's 1,000 life points to go around. That's cool. I think all these skills that we're talking about, I think are all just going to go from 18,000. Actually, why do I keep saying 1,000? It's 11 p.m. for me, boys. 1,800. My bad. Sorry if I mispronounce, like, just stuff in general. But I think all of these skills were just draw skills, and they're going to be going from 1,800 to 1,000 only. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So bring it each time decrease by 1,000 instead of conducting normal draw. Level 8 Dark Warrior-type monsters add from deck to your hand. Kaiba Cork Bling. 1,000 life points. Randomly draw and gloss your prismatic card from the deck. Flight of Harpies in the draw phase. Instead of conducting your normal draw, draw a random Harpy card. Buzz On. Decrease by 1,000 during the draw phase instead of conducting a normal draw. Draw a random type inside monster. You know, draw a Roid monster with this skill. Draw a random Gravekeeper's card. And this one might be a little bit useful because we're getting Necro Valley soon into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I'll talk about that in my next video tomorrow. A Cosmic Alignment. We have 1,000 life, or 1,000. You lose 1,000 life points during the draw phase. You can draw a Psychic type or Jinzo monster. Mario Zero G. You'll be happy about that. Dino's Fire Away. 1,000 life points. Draw a random type Dino monster. Sorcery's Condole. Spellcaster monster. Cyber Dark monster. Everything's just going to 1,000 right there. So all these draw skills that were originally at 1,800 life points now get to go for 1,000 life points when you're drawing. So that's pretty cool right there. Next up, with Harpy's Last Will, can be used if you have 4 more Harpy cards in your graveyard. Add a Harpy's Feather Duster to your hand from outside your deck. The skill can only be used once per duel. I think before it was probably 1,800. I think it was actually not 1,800. My bad. I keep getting things mixed up. It was like, I think it was like 6 Harpy monsters. You need 6 Harpy monsters in your graveyard in order to activate this skill. Let's go double check though. I think I actually have this skill unlocked too. Is it Harpy's Last Will? Yeah, oh, so it's 5. So before, originally, you needed to have 5 Harpy monsters in your graveyard, and you banish them all to go for Harpy's Feather Duster. Now with this skill, you only need 4 Harpies in your graveyard in order to use it. Skill's probably not going to be used that still, but it is a nice buff for anybody that would use that skill in the first place, so that's pretty cool right there. And last but not least, with the Miracle Fusion skill, I think it's going to be now. I think it's now. Okay, so it's at 2,000 or below. Instead of conducting your normal draw, Miracle Fusion's added from your hand outside of the deck. This skill can only be used once per duel. I still think I won't play this skill, considering that we can now get 3 copies of Miracle Fusion time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. There's really not much point of using the skill. I'd rather use the skill that if you lose 1,000 life points, you can activate Skyscraper outside of the deck. I'd probably use that instead, to be honest, or you can use Jaden's new Pot of Greed skill with Miracle Draw. So personally, I don't think Miracle Fusion Time is a skill you should use, but it still exists, so that's cool right there. So overall, these skills are nice. It's a bunch of buffs. It's not any nerfs, which is awesome. All these draw skills are finally going to be usable, or more usable, and then we have some buffs to some skills. I don't think the buffs for these last 2 skills really mean anything, but they're still buffs nonetheless. Now let's get to the big hitters right here. This is going to be the big hitting stuff. So for everybody that doesn't know already with Forbidden and Limited stuff, is that basically with About These lists, which we can read from this, let's just go with this. So let's see how Konami explains it. So if you have a limited card, when cards are assigned a limited, you may only include 1 card in your deck out of all the limited cards. So if there's a card that's limited from this new list, you only can use 1 of them. And then same thing with semi-limit. If cards are assigned to the semi-limited, you may only include up to 2 cards from your deck out of all the semi-limited cards. So keep that in mind with all these changes. Let's go take a look at this, boys. Oh boy. And looks like, okay, this is actually not that much at all. So, semi-limited, what's going to be happening now is that Spellbook of Fate is going to be set to 2 now. I guess I could see this. I mean, Spellbooks and just haven't been that powerful as they used to be. Spellbooks, I think from what Duel Links meta says, they are putting them to 3 or tier 3, and Spellbook just haven't been like as consistent, or like they're still consistent, but they don't have the power and force to really shake up your opponents and everything like that. So I kind of see why they put Spellbook of Fate here, because yes, it is really annoying to go against Spellbook players when they have 3 copies of Fate and keep banishing your stuff. It is extremely annoying. So I do understand this change, but at the same time, I just feel mediocre about it, because it's just like Spellbooks are just not as good as they used to be. Yeah, they're annoying deck, but they have way too weak of just like attack power with the deck, and all they're really good are is banishing stuff. So yeah, personally this won't affect the deck way too much. Personally, a lot of builds that I've been playing, I've been running like Canadia instead of Treacherous Trapple anyway. So I mean, with this change, I can just switch up my deck to have 2 Spellbook of Fates, and then I don't know, like run 2 Canadias and a Floodgate. I don't know, something like that. I only have 2 Canadias, by the way, that's why I said that. So I guess it's interesting that Spellbook of Fate's getting hit. Like I said, I understand it. At the same time, though, Spellbook of Fate is just like, okay, it happened. Next up, too, we have Silent Sword Slash. This card will be limited because it's very powerful and there's few counters to it. I actually do agree with this. This is actually a pretty understandable thing. Also, keep in mind, this card is literally going to be busted once we get the new Silent Swordsman structure deck, which I'll throw that video up in the top right over here. Basically, there's a new Silent Swordsman structure deck that's coming out soon that's going to introduce a new Silent Swordsman card, very similar to Silent Magician. This is mostly, I mean, one, this does stop the OTK deck that was Silent Swordsman, the like level 1 Silent, or technically I think he's like a level 3, but still the Silent Swordsman level 3 and everything like that. That card and that deck is very annoying because you can do an OTK with that deck. So the fact that they're putting Silent Sword Slash to number 2 means that that just kills that deck off completely. I think a lot of the combos with that deck, you needed some other like cards from this semi-limited list in order to use it. So the fact that they killed off Silent Swordsman Slash makes a lot of sense for that. And this is just a pre-hit before they add the new Silent Swordsman structure deck that probably would come out in the anniversary event for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So this is completely understandable. Yes, this card makes all your stuff immune because target Silent Swordsman monster you control. The monster gains 1500 attack and defense, and if it does until the end of this turn, it's unaffected by your opponent card effect. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add a Silent Swordsman monster from your deck to your hand. Like, this card has so much advantage to it, so it kills. So it's probably a very good thing that this card is in the semi-limited list now. It definitely deserves it, and everything like that. Then again, though, with Silent Swordsman Slash, that was a deck I never really seen too much because it wasn't crazy consistent, but this is definitely a good hit before Silent Swordsman gets added to Duel Links, because that card is probably going to break Duel Links. Like, Silent Swordsman is going to boost up Amazoness again. Master is going to get a boost from it. The fact that they hit Silent Swordsman Slash is probably a blessing for the community and everything like that, so that's really cool right there. And yeah, so that's kind of it. It looks like the semi-limit list, nothing crazy happened. They did remove Amazon's Baby Tiger, which is cool. it's a pretty understandable hit that they removed. I was still hoping that they could possibly remove maybe Champion's Vigilance, but then again, Blue Eyes is still pretty popular, and I think putting Champion's Vigilance to 3 would probably break the deck, but still would be nice if we got Champion's Vigilance still off the list, or just some other cards too. I need to actually check the whole list and see if there's any other cards I wouldn't mind getting off the list. Maybe for a future video I can talk about my top 5 cards I want off the ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. But yeah, Amazon's Baby Target is not on the list anymore because Amazon's got hurt really bad for the previous ban list, and Amazon's were virtually unplayable anymore. But who knows, maybe Silent Swordsman will bring it back, like I said, because that Silent Swordsman card is pretty good. And yeah, Spellbook of Fate, understandable, but personally I'm a little bit sad about it because I am a Spellbook player. So yeah, I think this is going to do it for me in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Sorry for being like literally all over the place in today's video. Like I said, I have finals tomorrow. It's going to be my last amount of tests tomorrow, so I was focusing on that. Kind of was scrambling to get all this set up, but I still hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. If you guys did and you haven't already, be sure to go hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links content. Tomorrow I'll be dropping a full box review on the new Selection Box V2 that we're going to be getting in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and I'll be trying to make a farm deck for you guys when Epic Yu-Gi comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to go hit that subscribe button down below. If you guys haven't already, you guys can join my Discord, link in the description down below. Love to see some new members right there. And last but not least, if you guys want to support me as a content creator, you can do so $5 a month by joining as a YouTube member. You can check that YouTube gaming link in the description down below. $5 a month to support me as a content creator. Thank you guys so much for watching today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. And I'll go see you guys in the next one. Rip me, I am dying. I am dying. I am out of breath.